The world is brimming with breathtaking destinations, the kind of stunning spots you often see on postcards, places that spark our imaginations and leave us in awe. However, as difficult as it is to face, not all of these remarkable locations will endure. Some of the planet's most beautiful landmarks may one day vanish, and we'll explain why. So, make sure to visit while you still can. Here are 15 incredible places to see before they disappear. Amazon Rainforest. The Amazon rainforest, spanning Brazil, Peru, Colombia, and beyond, is the world's largest tropical rainforest, covering over 3 million square miles. However, it's under severe threat due to deforestation and resource exploitation. Scientists warn that the Amazon could vanish within 50 years if this destruction continues. Home to around 10 million unique species, it also absorbs 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide annually, vital in combating climate change. With the forest shrinking daily, its ability to regulate the climate is at risk. The loss of the Amazon would destroy countless species and severely impact the global environment. Immediate action is crucial to preserve this irreplaceable ecosystem. The Maldives. The Maldives, a tropical paradise in the Indian Ocean, consists of over 1,190 islands known for their stunning beaches, clear waters, and vibrant coral reefs. As the world's lowest country, just above sea level, it's highly vulnerable to rising sea levels caused by climate change. The 2004 tsunami already wiped out 20 islands, and with global warming accelerating, experts warn the Maldives could be fully submerged by 2050. Despite efforts to mitigate the impact, the nation remains at severe risk. As a major tourism destination, time is running out for this breathtaking paradise, so if it's on your bucket list, plan your visit soon. Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's tallest mountain, has long attracted adventurers with its iconic snow-capped peak. However, climate change is causing the glaciers to melt rapidly. Scientists warn that by the end of the century, the snow at the summit could be gone, signaling broader environmental shifts. Rising temperatures have caused an 80% shrinkage of the ice between 1912 and 2007, with a significant portion of that loss occurring from 2000 to 2007. This not only affects the mountain's appearance but also threatens local ecosystems and water sources. As a major tourist destination, the disappearance of its glaciers could harm tourism and the livelihoods tied to it. The future of Kilimanjaro remains uncertain as the climate crisis deepens. Machu Picchu, Peru. Machu Picchu, the ancient Incan citadel in Peru's Andes Mountains, is one of the world's most famous archaeological sites. Built in the 15th century and abandoned in the 1500s, it remained hidden until its rediscovery by Hiram Bingham in 1911. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, it attracts millions of visitors annually, known for its intricate stone construction and stunning views of the Urubamba River Valley. Despite its cultural significance, Machu Picchu faces threats from natural forces, erosion, and mass tourism. The addition of a train service has increased visitor numbers, putting further strain on its preservation. To protect it, local authorities have limited access, but balancing tourism and conservation remains a challenge for the future. Venice, Italy. Venice, located in northern Italy's Veneto region, is one of the world's most iconic cities, known for its canals and stunning architecture. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, built on wooden piles, is a living museum of Renaissance and Gothic buildings. However, Venice faces an existential crisis. Over the past century, it has sunk about 9 inches, with projections suggesting it could sink another 24 inches by the end of the century due to rising sea levels. Founded when sea levels were 6 feet lower, the city now suffers frequent flooding, over 100 times a year, compared to just 10 in 1900. These floods have caused irreversible damage to historic structures. While tourism generates billions, it also contributes to the city's decline, as visitors come knowing that Venice may not be around for long. If nothing changes, this mesmerizing city could soon exist only in memory. Ancient Petra. Petra, an ancient city in southern Jordan, is renowned for its pink sandstone structures and rock-cut architecture, including tombs and temples. Known as the Rose City, it is accessed through the 1.2 km-long Sig Gorge, leading to breathtaking sights. A UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1985, Petra is one of the most well-preserved archaeological sites. However, its future is uncertain. Environmental factors, like extreme temperatures and heavy tourism, are accelerating its deterioration. Even brief exposure to humidity from tourists has damaged structures, including the famous Al-Khazna Temple, which was closed in 2001 to protect it. Without urgent action, Petra may suffer irreversible damage, leaving future generations to experience it only in photos. Glacier National Park. Nestled in Montana's Rocky Mountains, Glacier National Park is a stunning natural wonder. Spanning over 1,500 square miles, it boasts rugged peaks and pristine lakes, with 700 miles of hiking trails and diverse wildlife. Once home to 150 glaciers, only 25 remain, and climate change is causing them to rapidly retreat. Scientists predict they could vanish by 2030. Recent studies show the glaciers are shrinking faster than expected, and although 2020 marked a significant point for the park's glaciers, warning signs were recently removed. This doesn't change the growing urgency of losing both the glaciers and the ecosystems that rely on them. Alaska, the melting frontier. Alaska's glaciers are rapidly shrinking due to rising temperatures, contributing to sea level rise and damaging ecosystems. The state loses around 75 billion tons of ice annually, more than any other glaciated region. Remote areas like Kivalina, 80 miles north of the Arctic Circle, are already sinking into the ocean, with rising seas and powerful storms eroding the land. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers predicts Kivalina will be uninhabitable within a decade, but a $400 million relocation plan remains unfunded by Congress. By the century's end, Alaska's glaciers may lose up to 50% of their mass, leaving the state's iconic ice fields at risk of vanishing. The Everglades. The Everglades, a fragile ecosystem in southern Florida, spans 1.5 million acres and is one of the largest tropical wetlands globally. It features mangroves, sawgrass marshes, and pine flatwoods, supporting diverse wildlife, many species of which are unique to the region. Known as a river of grass, the Everglades faces growing threats from human activities, including disrupted water flow, invasive species, and climate change. These issues have harmed the environment and endangered native species. Efforts by state and federal governments to protect the area are ongoing, but challenges remain. While the return of wading birds offers hope, murky waters signal that more work is needed to ensure the Everglades' survival. Its future depends on immediate action to preserve this vital natural wonder. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China, stretching from the eastern coast near Shanghai to the Gobi Desert, is a remarkable feat of engineering. While its origins date back to the 7th century BC, most of what we see today was built by the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644. Once 21,000 kilometers long, it now measures about 9,000 kilometers due to erosion and missing sections. Human actions, particularly souvenir hunters who steal bricks, have accelerated its decay. Around 30% of the wall is in ruins, and both natural and human-induced damage threaten its survival. Despite preservation efforts, the wall may soon be irreparably damaged if this destruction continues. The Dead Sea. The Dead Sea, located between Jordan, Israel, and the West Bank, is renowned for its extreme salinity, 28%, nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean. It sits 430 meters below sea level, making it the lowest point on Earth. However, it's shrinking at an alarming rate due to human activities, like the diversion of water from the Jordan River and industrial water use. The southern basin is already separated from the north, and from 1970 to 2012, the water level dropped by 37 meters. Without additional water pumped into the southern basin, it would have dried up by now. This decline is harming local ecosystems, groundwater supplies, and tourism. If trends continue, the Dead Sea may vanish entirely.